Okay, so let's see that some other use case of the lambda. Start and stop the any EC2 instance by using the lambda also. So in lambda, we are using the Boto 3. Okay. So Boto 3, we know, right, it's a API interface. Okay. And Boto 3, like if API is like we can connect any service of AWS by using Boto 3. So Boto 3 dot client and you pass the EC2. So it will connect to the EC2. So you have to tell the reason, which reason you want to connect your EC2 instance. Okay. And suppose you're saying your instance ID is this ID. Okay. And you want to start, suppose 10 instances. Okay. So one approach is a manual approach is there. You can right click and then start the instance. But suppose you don't want to go to the manual approach, you want to go programmatic approach. Just you provide your instance IDs here in the list. This is a Python list. The, you provide your instances ID, and what it will do, this Boto3.client will get the connection. This is like a connection, EC2 connection you get. And there is a method start instance. If you want to stop instances, so there is a stop instances function is there. So that will take your list of instances ID. It will take your list of instances ID. Okay. Even if you can give the one instance or more than one, you can give. And once your EC2 is started, you can display the message like you are started. Okay. So like this particular code I will write in the lambda function, right? Yesterday I showed the lambda, right? So we can create our own lambda. Okay. And lambda function, we can define this code. So sometimes like I want to access my EC2 programmatically. So this is the way like you can do with the lambda. So lambda is sometimes like based on the event, you can trigger the lambda, right? So you already know there are the different trigger points are there in the lambda, right? So we can use those trigger also. So I'll show you. I go to the EC2. Right now, no instance is running. I take it one instance ID. Okay, any one instance ID I take it. Okay, suppose I want to start this instance. So I will add this instance ID in my code. I'm adding the instance.
Arvind, one question, Arvind. Can you go to that screen, AWS screen?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Jenkins. Oh, just to you put it name or just to that is
These
Jenkins.
these are the I created some EC2 instance and given the name, right?
Acha. Okay. Sorry.
You can give any name. Okay. I'm just
Okay.
taking
Okay.
like you have some
Oh,
created your new instance and you want
okay.
to just run programmatically to the
Okay.
lambda. So how lambda can access your EC2 and start your instance? Okay.
Okay.
Suppose this
Okay.
micro instance I want to run. So I'm giving this ID to my here.
Lambda. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
because when this code will run in the lambda, you should know which instance and which region also. So region is
Okay.
very important because it will be searching in that region only. So I should find it. Okay, this is the region is AP South 1B. So I have to change this region as well. So I have to tell the region. So
Okay.
region, specific instance you want to. So now I will copy this code and I will create our lambda function. So I will go here lambda. I will create a lambda function. So yesterday I created. So I say here my EC2 lambda. and I'm changing here my Python lower version 50 10. And so yesterday I created a role. So I take it a role. But this role I have to add EC2. Otherwise, it will get the permission denied access. Okay. So I go to the IAM. So whenever you are using IAM, so you are specific which service you are going to use, add that service in that IAM role. So your IAM role is this is my AWS Lambda role. So I will search my role here. I will go to the role, my AWS Lambda role. So here, yesterday I added S3 full access, DynamoDB full access. So I will add the permission for attach policy and EC2 full access. So when I'm giving it is EC2 full access, then only it can start, stop. Okay, it can delete instance, it can terminate instance, anything it can do. Okay, so I added the permission. So now in this role, my permission is added for EC2. And now I already defined this one and create a function. So you will know, right, one code editor window will come. And this code editor window, you will copy paste this code. It takes time to bring the empty code window. So we have to use this code. So Lambda also you create in the same region. Otherwise, it will not be able to access it. So here, it's written only in the Lambda. You have this one. It takes time, okay, but now it takes. So this is my Mumbai region one Lambda, okay. So I'm just copy pasting that code. So this import statement, the photo 3 I'm using, so that I will import JSON, import photo 3, region instance. So these two properties and so have to outside the function. And this is the Lambda handler. This should be properly closed in the single port. It didn't give me the error, right? Now let's see in our UC2. One instance I started. It's not going to- If this message is done, start your instance. So, you fix them. It's good for them to get them. Yes. Mhm. So here it move to on the status code. So my all the instance detail is coming. AP sort one A, this is instance ID. This is okay. So I'm getting all this data. One is already we have this domain, this domain, and the domain. Now it basically space. Okay, now it's one pending. So it is now starting, right? So A9, so I was using A9 one. So here we can see the question. It started the instance manually, right? So if I want to stop the instance, I want to stop this instance, so I stop live. It is getting installed. So you can see here that this is but why the other statements are not working. Okay, but this start and stop is working. Okay, try using. Okay, so this is a one use case that we can connect to the EC2 and then we can access. Okay, so if I want to use the SQS queue, okay, one service is there in AWS, SQS, simple queue service. You can go to the SQS and you can create here a queue, like you can send a messages in the can create our own queue, a new queue we can create my SQS queue. And this queue, just give the queue name and create a queue. So once this queue is created, now I want to send a message, send and receive message you can send to the queue. So now I want to get these messages in my lambda function. So I'm sending the messages from here and I want to get these messages in my lambda function. Okay. So I'm just replacing the same lambda with other lambda. So I make it back up here. So you can just try it out with this exactly the same lambda. Okay. So other lambda is for this particular SQS queue. So we have this lambda function called SQS. So will be getting the message from the lambda. So we just want to share. Okay, so what it will be doing, it is getting the record of event. So whatever event is coming, that your message is coming. Your message is coming from the SQS queue and you are getting the record and each record, okay, you are all lines, right? All the statement you are iterating one by one and you are printing the content. Okay. So this is we are doing for SQS. So now if I send some message here from the SQS queue, so I sending this message. Okay. Now, okay, but before that, I have to add a trigger because there is no trigger is added. And one more thing, I have to add the role. Role also, I have to add the SQS because we are getting the data from the SQS. So I have to go to the IAM role. go to my lambda role. AWS lambda role. I will add the permission attach policy. Access and the permission. And here I have to add a trigger. In the lambda, I have to add a trigger. Here the message is coming. So I need to tell the source. Source, there are the multiple sources are there. So I'm giving the source here as queues. Then I will select the queue, which queue is my message account. So I configure this queue and I add it. And now my trigger is added. So once my trigger is added, my code is already deployed. Okay. So whenever the message come, okay, so it will automatically trigger them. I don't need to trigger manually. So I will be sending some message. Send the message. Now I will check in my monitor. I go to the CloudWatch log. Okay, so you can see the message here. This is the latest 2007. I come here. So you can see this the first message also coming. Like I sent a hello, how are you message, and this is the second message. So this message is done. Okay. So but some error is coming because it is JSON is not defined. So it is not able to process, but message is printing. So I'm printing here in the lambda. I'm printing the messages. Okay, so if we want to do more processing, right, we can parse the JSON and then we can write the data to the S3. We can write the data to the DynamoDB. So from any source, you can read data and write the data to any target. Okay. Just here, I'm just printing on the console. Okay. So I'm printing on the console. So here, this one is not working because it's not a JSON message, right? So it is expecting some JSON message, this particular code. But this print is working, right? Because it's printing. So we can parse the JSON message and then we can write the data to any the target. Okay, so some more examples. Like if I say I want to send notifications, basically. So there is a notification services there, right? I can create a topic and I can send the notification. So there is a SNS services there, simple notification service. So we have to use everywhere the Boto3. So Boto3 client, you will give the SNS your service and it will give you the client object. And then you can pass your, yeah, every like suppose you have created a service, you are doing here, you are creating a your ARN. ARN is a specific like ID is for specific service like you created one SNS topic you created. For your SNS topic, your SNS service name, what reason it is, what is the account ID. So account ID is nothing but my ID, my my AWS account ID, my AWS account ID, in which account I'm doing. So this is a 265. So this account ID. So this account ID is the account ID. This is a different account, but this is the account ID. And the last one is a topic. So it is uniquely identify my, it is uniquely identify my topic. Okay. So that way we can do that, define the target ARN. Okay. So if this target ARN, how to get it? Suppose I'm creating a SNS, I go to the SNS service. Okay, so I have to create a uh, one notification type I have to create, like whether I want to send email notification, SMS. There are different categories of the notifications are there. So suppose you are receiving the data and you can send email. So that kind of notification you can do with the SMS. In the SNS, the first step you have to do, you have to go to dashboard and so right now there is no topic is created. Okay, we have to create a one topic, and there are the two types of topic, either first in first out or standard type. We can use a standard one, and I gave my SMS topic. This topic name will come in ARN. Okay, once this topic is created, and it will be showing in the ARN. Other properties are fine, optional properties. So we created a topic. Now we have to create a subscription for this topic. So can you see this topic ARN is coming this one? ARN AWS this one. So this ARN we will be using here. So here it is coming my account ID. Okay. And this is my target ARN I'm sending. So I will be publishing my notification and message is some message. I'm just setting the message, some default notification message I'm setting like this variable. So this variable has this message. Here is the SMS notification for lambda function tutorial. So this message will be delivered, and this message type structure is a JSON message. Okay. So I have to create a one subscription for the topic, because topic will receive your message, but how it will deliver. So I need to create a one subscription. So for same topic, you will tell about the protocol and you say email ID. And I say like, okay, I want to send my notification on my one particular email ID. And you will create a subscription for this. And once the subscription is created, now I want to write this lambda code. Have what I need to change here? This SNS topic, your ARN I have to change. So I have added that ARN and I copy this code. So Okay, we need to correct this code. Okay. So I have a one interview actually. Okay. So I will connect tomorrow. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll send this code. Just you correct it in the any editor, right? Any time editor you can correct. I will send this code and you can try it out.